Beat them senseless.
You and me and you, we gonna throw down. That's right, we gonna get serious.
You can run, but you can't hide.
It's time for the Fuller Broadcast with your host, Jeff.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast, 24/7 sports news, live interviews, and mania coverage. I do interviews with BKFC fighters, ring announcers, you name it, and also fitness people that are motivation speakers. So I like to bring on Gail Kasper, which is she's a fitness model, she's a motivation speaker, and a ring announcer for celebrity boxing. Welcome to the Fuller Broadcast show, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. How are you?
I'm doing good. The weather's nice here. I'm sure you guys are like storming over there on that side.
Yeah, it's a little cold, but it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so when we start off, give us a little about you, who you are, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I am a motivational speaker, and I like to always lead with that because inspiring people is really important to me. It's kind of part of who I am. So that most recently, Damon has awarded me as ring announcer for the upcoming celebrity boxing. I'm super excited to be part of that because I get the opportunity to kind of pull in my motivational speaking and also the work I do as a TV host. I am a host for Philly Vision and Furry Vision, which is in the Philadelphia area. So when you go into the hotels or you fly into Philadelphia International Airport, I'm the girl that greets you. And I do fitness modeling. I am a certified fitness trainer, and fitness has always been a very important part of my life. And most recently, I'm kind of getting out there as a fitness model. So that's also something I'm really proud of.
So how did you get into TV?
Yeah, that's when I was in college, I had wanted to be a newscaster. That was my ultimate goal. And I started college and I kind of failed along the way, meaning I got started into my primary angle as being a newscaster, but the classes were tough. So I figured I was going to fail. So I actually switched gears and I went into computer science, which was a major mistake because I couldn't hold my own there. Spent a couple years in college and I ended up dropping out. I moved to California, so I started working full time and just got involved in a regular career. It's when I got back to Philadelphia that I found myself in the TV world, and that was by accident. I stumbled upon an opportunity. I sat on the doorstep for 3 months until they hired me. So that started off my television career.
So with that having being on television career must have been a great journey for you. So you also stated that you did fitness model and everything too. So tell us a little bit about your fitness and what about the journey with that.
Journey to that, yeah. Fitness has always been a part of my world. I think it's something that's I'm very competitive. So challenging myself to be the best that I can has always been a part of who I am. I was in the pageant world, so I did a few different pageants. When I was married, I was Mrs. New Jersey, so I had an opportunity to go to the Mrs. America pageant. I participated in a few other pageants, and I did win a national pageant as well. But fitness is what always was my strong suit, even in the pageant world. And again, being so competitive, that's the direction I headed. And I think that I've just always been an athletic person. So for me, just staying in that world and now capitalizing on it, it's just become even bigger. And I just felt like it was time to become a fitness trainer. So for the last 4 years, I have been a certified fitness trainer. Most of what I have done is used it on myself or, guided others with regard to my speaking and coaching. But it's just always been a part of my world. I love it. I really do.
Yeah, I can see you've been keeping yourself really busy with everything you do. I've been following you on your page.
Thank
from
you.
the modeling, the fitness. I don't know how you do it, but props up for that.
Thank you.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, but to me, life is a journey of challenging yourself. So, what is in your heart and what's your passion and how can you carry that forward and also inspire people along the way. So if you've done that, if you're working for yourself and you're working for other people, it's a win-win. So.
All right. So, with being a fitness model, could you give us some examples to all the fighters, the wives, everybody that followed their husbands or their wives during combat sports? Like, what can these people do to make themselves healthier in competitive ways today?
Yeah, it's now, first of all, number one is make sure that you are working with someone. To have a trainer, to have a coach that is by your side while you're preparing for any event is key. So even though I am a certified fitness trainer, when I would prepare for pageants, I had somebody there that was coaching me. I never just let myself go by myself. When I go back to New Jersey, I have a fitness trainer that I will work with. So number one is have somebody that knows you well enough that can challenge you to your highest level. Don't set standards for yourself to just to get by. When you're done your workout, you should feel like you've worked out. You should be tired. You should be utilizing muscles, different muscles daily, so that you are utilizing your full body muscles. I have something called the Selfie Fitness Challenge. So even for the wives that are at home, especially dealing with the pandemic, these are exercises that you can do. It's listed on Amazon. It's called the Selfie Fitness Challenge. You can do it at home, or you can do it with household items. You don't even need weights for it. But the key is to challenge your body.
Right.
So, and today there's so much online that you can follow. So figure out what the best routine is for yourself.
I could use what you just said for myself. I've lost like let's see, from all the stress and everything I'm doing. I'm trying to exercise because I had multiple surgeries, so I try to do a little bit of exercise on the side. As you can see, I got a new punching bag over there, so and some weights, so I could try to get more cardio into my body. Try to, breathe a little better now.
Yeah,
But
you mentioned the stress piece of it. Stress is a killer for you. So to work out and get rid of some of that stress, is it stress with work, with life in general, health? What's your stress?
right. Say that again.
Like, what is your stress, Jeff? I'm asking you. What's your stress?
Mostly my stress is because I can't go back to work, and ever since COVID-19, it's hard for me myself. Is I try to provide for my family, and I can't work, so my wife's got to do all the work. So now I'm at home taking care of my 5 kids and trying to be able to keep myself better shape so I can live longer for my kids.
Right. And so the first thing is accepting where you are right now, that's good enough, and building around that. Because if we can accept where we are, we can build on anything. So that's immediately going to help alleviate some of that stress. But it's coming to terms with you. And I think we all need to do that at some level. We can only be the best that we can be. So to expect more from ourselves at any given moment is just going to slow us down and just add more stress into our lives.
That's true. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. So that's a little help for me now. So with Damon Feldman announced you as being a celebrity boxing announcer, how excited were you to be doing this for them?
This is like an opportunity of a lifetime for me, because it pulls in what I've done as a motivational speaker. When I think about some of the groups that I have spoken in front of, and just the amount of preparation that has gone into those speaking engagements, that's like up to 30 pages of typed notes that have to be in my brain that I have to be able to relay. So when I think about pulling all of that and knowing, all the boxers and who they are and their history, and being able to bring that into the ring and build them up and make them feel good about stepping into the ring and really taking on that match. So that's number one. And then combining that with the television hosting element, which I've been doing for 10 years plus at this point, and to be able to be on my feet or interview them before or after, like any of that stuff is bringing my world full circle. So the opportunity, to be pulled into the ring as a ring announcer, that's like a dream for someone like myself that, has done so many different things, but it's pulling it all together. And, I'm a very animated person, so, I get to throw that in the ring as well. So it's like I said, it's an opportunity of a lifetime for me.
So with everything that you do, fitness, model, and being a celebrity boxing announcer, and especially doing some TV time and all the photo shoots that you're doing, how can you keep that energy flowing with you and be able to not get stressed out with everything you got to do?
Oh my God, it's hard because like even before our podcast today, I'm dealing with messaging somebody and I'm getting stressed out. So I've got to be able to put that stuff aside and move forward and be in the moment with you. And that's really symbolic of life because, you get knocked around and then you still have to be in a spot that you can move forward with your goals. And there's just, to me, you just go, you put things aside and you keep moving. Because if I allow things to take away from who I am, then it stops the momentum of everything moving forward. I'll get through stress. I'll get through challenges, but it's almost like making phone calls as a salesperson and you get no, 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 no. You will finally get that yes. You just got to get through all those no's. So I don't know if I answered your question, but life hits you like right out of nowhere sometimes. You just got to keep going.
That's true. That's like me. It's like I got 5 kids and I have to get ready for my show. So I have to compare my kids being ready, eating food and getting, all my setups ready and everything.
Yeah.
It is a lot of stress, but being able to watch what you do and shoot, man, I don't know if I could like handle all that and plus doing 5 kids at the same time. That's just like your head's just popping.
I don't have 5 kids, so I don't have to worry about that piece of it. So, I give you're actually the one that's handling a lot more than me. You got 5 lives that you're trying to push forward into the future. So I give you a lot of credit for that. I can't compete with that. I can't.
It's hard, with them not going to school, the homework we got to do with them. It's a lot of challenging. Like you have a lot of challenges also. Helping
Right.
people with the fitness, getting better in shape, especially being a motivation speaker. So that's all right. So I had a question. Somebody came up with a question earlier before we came live. They were wondering, how would you help, females that just have babies, their families out traveling, fighting in the combat sports, and they want to be able to not stress out a lot, but they want to be able to maintain their shape back the way it used to be, how to not be stressed all the time. How they want to know how can they cope with that.
All right. So in other words, someone that maybe just had a baby and they're trying to get themselves back into maybe their old shape, not like they've got the child to deal with. They've got a lot of things going on in their life. And I'm going to take this back to our conversation where I would say to them, first of all, accept where you are. Just accept, appreciate, value where you are. So that's number one. When you are in that space, you're in a spot to logically look at your next step. So what is the time available that you might have to work out? Because it's limited now. If you have a baby, you're up when the baby's up, you're trying to sleep when the baby's sleeping, you're tired. So what is practical and possible for you to be able to do with regard to fitness? Number 2, utilize as much as you can at home, whether it's something like the Selfie Fitness Challenge or other workout routines. What is it that you can incorporate into your schedule? Maybe when you get up, when the baby might be napping, you can incorporate that into your schedule with a workout. Incorporate healthy eating, which means get rid of the snacks, get rid of anything that's outside of what would be considered healthy eating, because we gravitate to that stuff, especially if we're home and especially if we're stressed. And I would say routinely make that workout part of, maybe not daily, but at least 3 to 4 times a week where you try to get that time in. If you can do 30 minutes, do it. If you can do 20 minutes, do it. If you can do 15, do it, but do something. So that's what I would tell them.
All right. So hopefully she watches my video later on, and because she wanted to watch it and hear what you had to
Oh,
say, but she has to work. So hopefully she'll watch this video and you give her some motivation of making her.
and okay, so it sounds like on top of that, she's working too. So there's a lot on her plate. I always believe in doing what's reasonable. Do what you can do, whatever that is. You have to take all elements into account, especially when you're looking at somebody that's working and they have a baby.
That's true. All right. So we got to meet you. We got to you introduce ourselves. So we came up with something new. We're gonna have a speed round. So
Okay.
I'm going to be asking you some questions,
Okay.
and I'm sure you're used to this before. So,
I don't know. We'll see.
all right. So we're going to take a break here for 30 seconds and listen to a commercial break, one of my sponsors. Then we'll come back and we'll do the speed round.
Awesome.
Hey man, I gotta know. What are they biting on?
The end of my line. Here, try one of these finesse crawlers from D&D.
D&D baits are top quality baits in a large variety of colors and styles. D&D baits have been proven to work better than the national brands in the waters here in the Pacific Northwest. They create their baits custom to the water conditions. D&D makes the baits no one else will have. Catch D&D baits on Facebook. Land more fish.
All right, guys, you heard from my special sponsor, D&D Baits. If you guys got a chance, check out his website and order some baits, some good fish in there. So, all right, so now we're back with Gail Kasper. So,
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm gonna love this. All right, so number one, your favorite color.
Favorite color? Blue, royal blue.
Why is that your favorite color?
Geez, I don't know. It's bright. It's happy. It's spring.
I got a smile on you right there. All right, so what did you want to be when you were growing up?
An actress.
Okay, so what is your philosophy of life?
Oh, philosophy of life. Just give it all you have. Do the best you can.
Okay, so who do you take after, your mom or your dad?
My dad. Definitely my dad. He had the voice of the family, and I think I carry that on, the voice of the family, yeah.
Okay, so describe, oh Lord, I don't know why I'm asking. Describe your perfect guy.
Say that again, describe.
Describe your perfect guy.
Oh, ambitious, smart, fun, great personality, makes me laugh. And a good heart.
You heard that, guys. So watch this video and watch it. All right. So if you had to give advice to a child, what would you tell them?
Follow your heart before anything else. Go after what you want. Follow your heart.
I like that one. What would you tell a millionaire who's miserable in life?
A millionaire who's miserable in life. You need to use your money smarter. Because then maybe you'd be happier.
Yeah, I was going over this question over and over, and I was like, man, I couldn't even answer that one. So, what would you tell someone who is poor but happy?
Poor but happy. I would say if they're poor but happy, utilize more of their talents and skills, and then they'll make more money, and they'll be happier.
There you go. All right, here's the good one. I can't wait to hear.
Okay.
What would you tell somebody who's afraid to live?
Somebody that's afraid to live. Step outside. Just go outside. Get outside. Take baby steps. Gravitate to what you're good at, and then build on that.
I got that one. All right. So, what would you tell somebody that was afraid to love?
You're about to live with the biggest regrets of your life. So we might as well like take a risk. You got nothing to lose.
Now here's a great one. What's worth saving?
It's worth saving. Other than money, it's worth saving. Other than money, what's worth saving? Oh wow, I don't know. Worth saving. I would just say memories. Just memories. Remember, like that's the one thing you have in life. That's the one thing you always have. Nobody can take from you.
For some reason, I knew you were going to say that one because that's something I would say. Save memories. So that always came up to me since I was a little kid.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's very cool.
So if you had to do everything again, what would you do differently?
Oh wow. I think that I would make my mistakes earlier so that I would be wiser younger. That's what I would do. And I think that I would have learned how to open up my heart sooner.
That's good. All right. So last question. What do you think about the Fuller broadcast?
I'm having a blast. I love it. I'm having a great time.
I had to just throw that one in there.
I'm glad you did. This has been great.
So from all the questions that I asked and everything that you do, what would be this is my last question. What would be the best memory of everything that you're doing today?
You see, my biggest memory today isn't business-wise, it's personal. Meaning that I think that one of the biggest things we can do in our life is bring our life full circle. And I've always been heavily weighted with regard to my career. So obviously becoming a ring announcer, I told you how much that means to me, and further developing my career and my writing skills. I continue to do that and develop scripts, and I continue to develop TV programs, and I'm doing all of those things. But I think that my biggest, memory for me is the risks that I've taken with my heart, that are newer in my life, that there's no game. It's just everything that's real, and I love real. Whether it's business or personal, real is it.
Perfect. Alan, so I really appreciate you taking your time, your busy schedule to be on my show. I've been trying for months to get you on, and I feel so glad that I got you on.
Me
and
too.
Everything that you do for motivation speaker, being a fitness model, there's a lot of people out there that are following you. What would you say to them right now if they were watching this show?
And just thank you. Just thank you for believing in me. Thank you for trusting me. And, thank you for coming on this journey with me. I'd like for us to get to, all of us to get to where we want together. Yeah.
Perfect. And do me a favor. If
Yep.
you ever see David Feldman, please ask him to let me to come to one of those events.
Okay, I will. I definitely will, of course.
Because I love what Damon Feldman's doing right now and with the celebrity boxing, and it's going to be huge, just like his brother at the BKFC. I love what you guys are doing, and I'm not doing it to be like famous. I'm doing it because I like to hear everybody's story, just like yours. I like to get everybody's story out there and get them to grow and let everybody see what you guys do. And that's what it comes from my heart, and try to, get you guys, known, exposure.
Yeah, I totally get it, Jeff. I totally get it. And I can see that even in our interview. And I'll definitely mention it to Damon. He's doing an amazing job just building the contacts, getting those involved. Really, the strong foundation that he's building upon, he's amazing. He's amazing. So, but I'll absolutely let him know that.
All right. I appreciate you being on my show, Full Broadcast Show, and hopefully I will have you back soon when you start up celebrity boxing. And I'll be watching your journey into the announcement with celebrity boxing and everything you do.
Thank you.
Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon.
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Jeff. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you. All right, guys, you heard it from Gail. She is a fitness model, motivation speaker, and a ring announcer for celebrity boxing. If you guys not have checked her profile out, she's really amazing person. She helps out anybody with the fitness that needs help with dieting or exercise, anything you guys need help with. She's a good person to talk to. So if you guys ever get a chance, check out Gail Kasper, her website, and I think she has Instagram too. So please follow her. She's a really great person. Thank you for being on my show. So right now I am going to be announcing my thank you to my sponsors that have been helping me out throughout my time. Steve Tyson, the Hitman. He's been helping me getting fighters on my show to tell their stories from their past and present and what's going to happen to their future. If you guys got something to talk about your combat sports or anything that you guys would like to talk about, please message me. I'll be glad to help you guys get a date and time on my show. Thank you very much, Steve Tyson. Appreciate your sponsor and supporting me and everything. Next, my other sponsor here has been helping me out. Unique Crafts by Eve, Evelyn Washington, personalized gifts and crafts. If you see on here, her email is evelyn@uniquecraftsbyeve.com, and you also see her website. You go there at www.uniquecraftsbyeve.com. She also has a phone, or you could text her. She makes from cats, gloves, shirts, anything, hoodies, anything you guys want to make. And I will show you guys back here in the background. If you guys look back here in the background, you can see my logos on my cup, the beer cup, my coffee cup, my wine glass, and also the flag. And also, I want to give a special shout out to Fred Pierce, Cowboy, for sending some shirts to my kids for Christmas. And as you can see, awesome t-shirt for him. I appreciate you supporting my show, man, and backing me up 100%, going through everything. And heal up, Fred Pierce. All right, so I'd like to thank everybody that's been watching my Fuller Broadcast 24/7 Sports News live interviews. Stay tuned or tune in at 6:15 for another interview with a Street Beat fighter. Have a good night.